Hey there, Rocketeers. Not much to report here from the bench. As you can see, stalled out a little bit on the Mighty Phoenix. Just want to keep going with those upper fins. I stopped because there was a comment about a new, maybe it's new, type of glue that would work wonderfully for these fins instead of the old epoxy, which can yellow over time. But I haven't had any luck finding any, so I might just keep moving forward with a little bit of epoxy here and then wood glue fillets for the fins on the Mighty Phoenix. So we'll get some progress again on that real soon, because I don't want to keep this thing stuck on my workbench, right? But I thought, you know, in the interest of content, this might be fun. When I suppose it was probably around 1982, maybe. I would have been about 16 when I said, hey, I'm going to keep all my rocketry instructions. And I definitely do not have them all, but you know, some have gotten destroyed over time. I've lived in different places, so some have gotten left, but I thought it just might be kind of fun to breeze through my old box. And I've got some Quest and Centuri possibly mixed in here and elsewhere as well. But kind of fun. SR-71 black. Were there? If you're old school, maybe you remember some of these, right? Camrock carrier. Very cool. If I remember right, this thing did not come with the Camrock, but presumably everything in here I've built at some point. It's not that old. The old Dark Energy. I still have one of these in the bag. The old Estes Dark Energy with the Odyssey nose cone, right? This was fun. I remember holding on to this from 1985 because it's got the Mighty Phoenix. Look at that beauty on there. Wonderful. And then, yep, this one, there's quite a story here, because I have just recently, at least in the last year, purchased this again from eBay. I built it. It was a beautiful thing. I was living down in Texas at the time, and for whatever bizarre reason, I was moving back home to Montana, and I did not take it with me, and have regretted it ever since. So I actually have one in the bag. It's an OG, and of course the canopy is all yellowed, but I'll probably build it without that canopy at least, and get that baby going. The old Strike Fighter, look at that, $10.99. Amazing. This would have been the one that I bought in Texas. And then our good old buddies, North Coast, 1997, look at that. I got the Archer. I had the Patriot, which was a 2-cluster D, right? Launched that thing many times. I've still got my Lance Beta. I painted mine like a sky blue, but I've still got that. I never did get the Bowmark. I was thinking about it. And then I've got the 4-inch diameter Archer. It's over at my mom's in the garage, but that baby is ready to fly. Wonderful stuff. And then, yeah, this is quite the story. The old, the big X-Wing that did the parachute out the back. You would wrap the parachute basically around the motor mount, the nose cone, if you will. Well, there wasn't really a nose cone. It was just sealed, and the parachute kicked out the back. Yeah, take a look at that, right? I remember seeing this too and being very dubious that this was going to work out. And sure enough, the first one I built and launched straight down as a torpedo lawn dart. That parachute didn't do a thing. I don't remember if it kicked out and just tore loose or what, but I got to say, this is more of a story about Estes customer service than anything else, because they're just fantastic. As good as Lego customer services. I called them up. This was $60, I think, at the time, which was all the money in the world to me. All right, well, it was a lot of money, right? And boy, she didn't hesitate. I think her name was Peggy, but she said, Dave, I'm going to send you another one of these right now. Don't you fret. And she supposedly did, but, you know, a week went by, week and a half, nothing. I called her up. She said, well, that's it. I've had it. I'm going to go make sure one of the folks in shipping sends you one UPS, and we'll get that out the door. Another week went by or so, nothing. You know, nothing happened. And then I called her back, and, oh, she felt terrible. She said, look, I'm going to go get one myself, and I'm going to ship it out tonight. Like next day. And then sure enough, over the next 3 days, 3 of the X-Wing arrived. And Estes didn't want them back. They were happy that I'd had them. Wonderful customer service. Oh, and yeah, what I did, of course, was modify it. So This worked out perfectly. The inside pieces, so these, let's see if we can find them. There's pieces here that form around the body tube. Here, these. Is that it? These or these? But anyway, I modified these pieces. Oh, here they are. Yeah, these right here. So I modified these pieces to be the size of a body tube that I could put an engine in, a big enough engine in there. Don't remember what it was. But then I cut this on the plastic, cut it, glued it together, added lead shot, made it, got the weight right. And then I made this, I had a little area here for a parachute. And I launched it one time and it worked wonderfully. I was shocked and amazed. I didn't do a good paint job. I painted it too dark. But it flew one time wonderfully. I loved it. And then I sold it modified to someone because I still had another one that I could build. Wonderful. Yep, there's another one right there. Amazing. The old X-Wing. Yep, there's my Archer. SA-14 Archer, North Coast Rocketry. 1997, eh? And there's the Lance Beta. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, I had this one too, and it just kind of slowly fell apart over time. The Terrier Sandhawk Pro Series. I did get to fly this one quite a few times. We flew in Monroe, Washington. And that baby flew like a champ. There it is. Look at that beauty. Wonderful. Terrier Sandhawk. My favorite fantasy ship, the Mighty Vega. Maxi Alpha 3. Look at that old unit. Model Rocket News, summer 1987. How great is that, huh? Explorer Aquarius. I think you can still get this one, is that right? The old Delta Star. Beautiful. This was for my old Apogee 2. Yep, flew that baby, and it was wonderful. I built a Far Side too. It's the only 3. Oh, here's the Apogee 2. This is just about staging. That's right. A little technical report. But here's the old Apogee 2. I flew this thing, and it was wonderful. But I've also launched the Far Side, the 3-stage, and it was successful. Old Nike Ajax. I don't know if I ever actually had that. I think I just printed that. Sarconian Destroyer, wonderful. The old Klingon, Bird of Prey. Yep, the Mighty Andromeda. So glad I got one from Q Modeling, the upscale. And yep, I've had 2 of them in the past. I don't have it anymore. This was the first launch pad that I ever saw. Wood. Ha! My brother came home with that, and it worked wonderfully. Wish I knew what happened to it. Old Comanche 3. Photon Disruptor. That one was around a long time. Mighty Nike X. Wonderful. This one of my favorites. Alien Explorer, I believe it's called. I'm not sure if that's right, but yeah, they need to bring this back. I know they're looking like they're copying the old Andromeda, but this thing is fantastic. And the old Blackhawk. I still have a set of decals for this, which I do not understand why, but yeah, I had this, launched it, it's wonderful. Air goes up into here, if I remember right, goes over to here, and then shoots one of the nose cones out on this side for your parachute. Wonderful. Old Astrocam. Remember which one that one is. Very good. All parts to a kit, though, that you could put together, I guess. Or you could buy the parts. Mighty Solar Sailor. I think I still have that parachute. Yeah, mine's a little different up there. But yeah, I love this thing. Awesome. The OG R2-D2. I still have this, but one of the plastic things that you attach to the bottom so it can fly straight was broken. So I'm going to have to get those printed. Love this Astron Demon. A20 Demon. Yep, I had that baby. Long gone. Polaris, one of my favorites. Beautiful rocket. I painted it just like that. Wonderful. There's that Zirconian Destroyer. Right there. Cool. Explorer Aquarius. This is one I think you can still get now. World Federation Star Probe. Yep, I built this one and flew it. Wonderful. There's the Mighty Phoenix. Good stuff. Saturn V, the Master Series. Little Sky Tracer. I think I got a picture of that further down in here. This one's nice. I can't remember the name of this one now, but I think I have the instructions. Maybe that's the Sky Tracer. Yeah, I think it is. Sky Tracer, I believe. USS Pleiades, wonderful. Got the funky nose cone there. Orion Starfighter, man, this thing's beautiful. I had this one. I think I painted it all gold. That's early 80s right there. Zirconian Destroyer, Soaring Eagle. So this is the only one I ever bought where it didn't use a parachute. Instead, it flipped out wings that were clipped there in the center and then would glide back. I don't know if I ever got it launched. The old multi-rock, beautiful. Two-stager. Mighty Black Brant, I still have that. Still good. Another Black Hawk. Mercury Redstone, which came and went and then came back again. There's the old Star Trek Klingon, number 1274. Late 70s, early 80s, right? There's that Soaring Eagle. Wonderful. Comanche 3. There's one of the other X-Wings. Beautiful, 15th anniversary. Beautiful Solar Sailor. Awesome. Sky High. I remember that one. This one's nice. Starship Excalibur. Yep, I built that. All of these I built and flew. I had that North Coast Patriot. Maxi Icarus. This is a printed sheet of instructions, but I did have this Maxi Icarus. I think I built this Maxi Icarus from scratch. I've got it downstairs. It's done. Mini shuttle. I remember this one. SWAT. This is like that Interceptor, right? But they changed the paint scheme. But it's just like that Interceptor kit. I love this for some reason more than that Interceptor, and I built this thing. I didn't paint it with that camo, I don't think. Another Black Brant 2. Very good. Mighty Phoenix. Ah, the Stiletto. Look at that. Skill level 2. Interesting. Kit number 1323. Again, early 80s, I'm sure. You know, if you guys remember this one, this is really old stuff. The Mighty Avenger. 2-stage, number 1230. I saw this, one of the earliest kits I ever saw, probably late 70s, with my brother. He had the Avenger, and of course he had the Vigilante. This is one I'd like to build scratch. The Vigilante. Just wonderful. Simple decals. Get them in vinyl. 2-stage. Awesome. And Terry, same thing. Early kit. Simple decals. Beautiful. And a Cherokee D. Now they've got a Cherokee E, right? Very good. It's probably my old Patriot there. Oh, the Manta Bomber. Yep, that's a beauty. In the bag. There's the old Excalibur. I don't know if you guys remember this one. Wow, kit number 1339. Again, I'm sure it's early 80s. Look at that thing. Patrol Cruiser Excalibur. Galactic Pirates. Amazing. All right. World Federation Star Probe. And beautiful. I have this one built. Still good to go. The OG. And I can still fly it. 2-stage. Beautiful. Rigel 3. Wonderful. So that's it. Just a little content for you. A little walk down memory lane. I hope y'all are having a great week. I appreciate you liking and subscribing and checking in now and again. Thanks so much. And we'll catch you on the next video.